Hey, welcome to Lakeside Tarot. My name is Tara. Thank you for joining me for today's reading. This reading is going to be for the collective. It may or may not resonate with you. Please use your own discernment to decide what is and what is not for you. Today is Sunday, May 4th. All right, I was able to get in a reading this morning before I go get my kids. So, anyways, let's go ahead, hop right in, see what's going on. First card out is Between Worlds. Okay. Then we've got To the Sea. And we've got TikTok. All right, so what I'm getting here is that for some of you, you were in a really dark place in the past. All right, you could have been collaborating with certain people, and this was blocking your third eye chakra. This was blocking your blessings. This was blocking your happiness, your celebrations, everything. Okay, you may have been guided to move away from something in the past. All right, this could have been a relationship, a job, a friendship. It could have been all of the above. Okay, whatever it was, it's like your blessings were being blocked. Like I said, your gifts, your spiritual gifts were being blocked, and you were guided to step away. All right, this could have been very hard to do because it's like you didn't have knowledge necessarily of why you were being led away. Okay, there could have been a lot of fear here. There could have been a lot of isolation, loneliness. You could have been wanting to look back to the past, just, feeling very broken, but following guidance anyways. You were divinely guided to walk away from certain situations. Okay. Um, there's something here about a gift of change. The universe was handing you the gift of change. All right. So if you had stayed in the past, around certain people or situations, then you would have been missing out on what your future has to hold, your destiny. Okay. Yeah, new life. New life. Okay, so for a lot of you, you went through a spiritual awakening here. This is basically like somebody who was just stuck in this monotonous, same shit, different day, just kind of watching the clock tick, watching your life just kind of tick tock, and um, the universe has gifted you with something completely new here. All right, let's keep going. There was something very shallow about this past. Yeah, change. So what I was saying, the universe here gifted you. This was a gift from the universe. Very confusing at the time. 333 was just on the clock. You may have felt ungrounded during this change. You could have been like, your spiritual gifts could have been coming online while you were going through this change. Okay, so like as you were transitioning out of this very mundane life and moving into this new life here, you could have been having epiphanies, just like light bulb moments along the way, but not really like being able to put all the pieces together either. We got marriage. For some of you, you could have gone through a divorce. Great fortune. Message. Wealthy man here at the bottom of the deck. We'll get some more clarifiers on this because I'm not super sure what to make of this. But for some of you, you went through a divorce. okay, or broke up with someone who you were with for a very long time. You had to end something. Maybe you knew that the person that you were with was not the right person for you, okay? But it doesn't take away from the fact that still leaving this situation behind was hard. Okay. For some of you, you may have known that there was, it's like you knew that your counterpart was out there, the person for you, your soulmate, your twin flame, whatever you want to call it. But it's like you knew something was out there and that you had to go through this change, but you didn't know who, what, when, where, how, any of that. Okay, we've got mature man, community, and then we've got mature woman here at the bottom of the deck. All right. So what I'm getting here is that like the universe was trying to gift you a partnership here, a true partnership. You could have been seeing a lot of angel numbers throughout this time. For some of you, this change could have happened in your 30s. Could have been around 30 years old, 33, 37, 39. The 39 is very significant here. Someone here could be 39 years old. Got unexpected income. Lovers. Main female message of concern. Thief. So there was a karmic feminine here who was trying to, I don't know, take something. Main male, toil and labor, courthouse, thief. There's definitely a couple, a main female and a main male. This could have been the person that you were with in the past, like when you were in a lower vibration. There's something to do with your job, a change in job, and a full-blown transformation. I'm almost getting that you were like robbing yourself, staying in the past, okay, in these past relationships, in these past jobs. It was robbing yourself of your destiny, what you deserved. Okay, and you may not have been aware of this at a conscious level. This may have been a lot more subconsciously, like soul nudges, your soul trying to nudge you forward with the help of the universe. There's something here about in this new phase, like in your north node, you are going to be courted by somebody here who is your true soulmate. This is, this next relationship that you are in is the real deal. Okay. This next phase is forever. This is why you went through everything that you went through in the past. This is why you slowly went through this transformation, and and it was painful. Yin, feminine energy, exchanging gifts. Yeah, there's definitely an emperor here. Okay, a divine masculine who you're going to be coming into union with in this new life. We've got party, having fun. For some of you, you could have been a bit of a partier in the past, a bit of a partier. You may have gone out in certain phases of your life. Okay, for some of you, you could have a history of some sort of like addictions, This could be drinking. This could be anything really. Just kind of, I don't know. It could have been your soul's way of rejecting um, this life that before you went through a spiritual awakening. We've got proposal, commitment, silence, and then we've got courage. Yeah, there's definitely something here about blind faith. Taking a leap of blind faith. We got lies at the bottom of the deck, keeping secrets, family, ghosted, disappearing. Some of you had to leave some family members behind during this transition. Some of these people were afraid of the changes that you were making, or vice versa. So if some people had gone silent on you, it's because of they were afraid of the changes you were making. Or if you went silent on certain people, you may have been kind of afraid of the changes that you were going through. All right, let's keep going. We got indulgement, good news, reservation. There was there were people here who wanted, what did they want? They wanted to like force you into a certain lifestyle or force you into certain jobs or certain relationships. It's almost like they didn't want you to have the freedom to make decisions on your own. Okay? So what I'm getting is that these people could have, like, I don't know, used drinking, partying, going out, like fun, exciting things as temptation in order to keep you stuck in these cycles. So say you like started to wake up a little bit, like, I don't know, something as simple as just waking up being like, man, I had fun last night, but I don't know, just something just doesn't sit right with me, or I wasn't comfortable at this point or that point. um it's almost like someone would then call you and apologize about, say, something that happened the night before, or call you and say, hey, I've got this opportunity. It's almost like they knew that you were starting to wake up, and as you were starting to wake up, they were trying to pull you in even more, showing you fake love. Fake love. We got introvert, libation. You could have been praying for a relationship or a commitment that is equal give and take. Two people who pour into the relationship, um, like a true commitment here, not like a, hey, come out and party with me, and then the next day we're, hungover together. I don't know. It's very it's like you knew you wanted something different. You wanted something more. We got profession, overload. For some of you, you had to leave a job. All right. For some of you, people were trying to keep you busy doing a lot of different things, not noticing how much you were doing for them. You may have been the one who was pouring into relationships, pouring into, if you were married in the past, pouring into a marriage, um, old jobs, pouring yourself into these jobs, and like there's just little to no appreciation whatsoever, no equal give and take. Yeah, commitment. You may have felt an aid here. It's like you may have felt stuck in these situations. Like, where is my break here? When is someone going to come in and take the load off of me? Why do I have to be the one who's constantly pouring in and in and in and getting nothing in return? Got readiness at the bottom of the deck. This could be definitely people who lied to you about things too. They wanted to keep you isolated. These are people that have some kind of attachments to them. Some of these people just have a fucked up destiny. Hate to put it that way, but you may have like a blessed destiny that comes from a past life, things that you did in past lives. Okay, there you may have been connected to people who have a lot of karma from past lives that they're living out in this lifetime. Okay, and it's like you were meant to step away from these relationships so that you could live out your destiny rather than being attached to people who are going to be in the same cycles over and over and over again because of some shit that they did in a past life. These could be people that really put on a show, act like they're okay, but really underneath it, it's like keeping up with the Joneses is what you would see on Facebook or Instagram or something like that. You could be someone who can read through this stuff really easily. Okay, like you could see pictures on social media and be like, that's fake as shit. All right, but some of these people are people who are living out karma and they don't want to address it or admit it. A lot of these people could be in relationships where they're not equal give and take. Okay, very much like what you felt in the past, except for you made a decision to walk away from these relationships where there's a lot of people who are still stuck in these karmic cycles. I mean, everyone has the option to get out, but some of these people are too afraid to, or I don't know. I don't know exactly what their situations are. All right, what else? We've got family coming out again, freedom. For some of you, you had to walk away from family or a family situation. There's something here about for those of you who are this doesn't have to be feminine, like female necessarily. You could also be a male, but it's like you could be somebody who like you had a solid family at one point. This could be marriage, children. If not that, then just very close to like a younger sibling or an older sibling. Very, very close family foundation that you may have had to walk away from. This could have been on like out like on the surface a very happy family or situation, but at a deep soul level, it was not for you. You've got fulfillment, wish, kisses, love. You were looking for true love. You didn't have this in the past. You didn't have what it was that you were giving out. You were not receiving this. In return, there was not true love. But this is what you're calling in. Keys on a ring, one night stand, many options, decision, unconventional, string along. Higher self activation. Higher self integration, awakening, timeline shift. Yeah, for some of you, you have gone through a complete awakening. You got doubts, lonely, negativity, not hopeful, discontentment, receive, open. For some of you, you may have kept your options open for an extended period of time, or even been doubtful of, do I have a true soulmate out here? Is that even possible for me to receive the love that I've been giving out all this time? Does that exist? For some of you, you may have doubted that. Okay, this is like a separation from your higher self that you may have gone through at some point. Four of Cups, Seven of Cups. Here's the Emperor. This Emperor keeps popping up. We had the wealthy man at the bottom of the deck, and then we had the Emperor. It's almost like when you were in this past situation, whatever it was, before you broke free from it, there was a lot of frustration. There was a lot of, why the fuck do I feel like I'm in a relationship or a marriage with or connected to people that I feel like they're hiding shit from me? I feel like they're not telling me everything. I feel like they're casting illusions over me. I don't feel fulfilled in this situation. It's not fun to act like everything's great for a night, but like the truth behind it all is that the next day sucks. This is what you wanted right here. Five of Pentacles. Three of Wands. For some of you, you had to step into your Queen of Wands energy. So you may have had a lack of passion in the past because you weren't passionate about the connections that you had. So you may have had to step out here with this Five of Pentacles and Three of Wands, like, fuck it. I'm just going to walk away from these situations, put myself out in the cold and move forward, because I know there's something out here for me. It's different. It's not this bullshit. It's not this Four of Cups, Seven of Cups. It's not confusion, illusion, fantasy. This is not boredom. This is not apathy. That's not how I'm meant to live my life. I'm going to put myself out in the cold. I'm going to take the chance that there's something out there waiting for me. I want true friendships. I want true love. A lot of you had to you had to gain your passion back for life. You had to relearn who you really are at a deep level. Okay, now that I'm out on my own, what is it that I really love? What kind of person do I want in my life? What kind of partners do I want? What kind of friendships do I want? What am I willing to accept moving forward, since I'm done with this bullshit from the past? Two of Cups, Five of Wands. Yeah, you could have dealt with Seven of Wands here. You could have dealt with lovers in the past, family members, siblings. I throw out siblings. It's so funny. I don't know why I'm like siblings. But anyways, lovers, ex-lovers, ex-friends, not ex-family, but family maybe you don't talk to anymore or don't get along with. A lot of people who were like in competition with you, or put you in competition with other people. or a mixture of both. All right. Like I said earlier, this was fake love. What does this say? Okay. Anyways, sorry about that. I hate when I get text messages coming through when I'm doing a reading. These are people who were living in their ego. These are people who they were closed off. Their heart chakras were closed, but they wanted you to think that you were very close to them. This is, uh, it's like tricking you into, and now I don't know that this was done on a conscious level necessarily. These are people who needed to face their inner demons. What is it that makes them feel like they need to be aggressive? What is it that makes them feel like they need to put you in competition or to be in competition with you? That's all inner work on these people's part. That has nothing to do with you in particular. So that's why I'm saying I don't know if they necessarily were conscious that they were behaving the way that they were, or that they need to go do some inner work in order to form true close bonds or to open their heart chakras. But either way, you walked away from this stuff, completely walked away from it. And you've been defending yourself since then. All right. And have gone through an awakening. What are these two cards? Yeah. 6 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. You're receiving opportunities now to collaborate with the right people. The people who are going to give to you, the people who are going to allow you the freedom to be yourself, the people who are going to, people that you can trust, people that aren't going to lie to you, people who aren't going to be aggressive with you, people who aren't going to cause tension. When you have conversations about, I don't even know if you'll have, and this may be hard for you to wrap your head around if you've had nothing but past experiences with people where it's like bumping heads at all times. Like they like this, you like that. They want things this way, you want things that way. And it's just a constant like, fuck. I don't think you're going to experience that moving forward. You're going to be coming into union with people who are like-minded, people who like the same things that you do. They're not going to look at you when you, I don't know, like, so people could have been side-eyeing you over stupid shit. Like, say you like to dress in a way that's like eccentric, okay? And people could like make backhanded compliments to you where it's like, oh, you only you could pull off an outfit as crazy as that, or something like that, okay? So it's um basically like, well, I'm giving you a compliment, but not really, because I don't feel comfortable doing something like that. Or say you like to, I don't know, it's almost like the healthy things that you like to do for yourself. So like someone who dresses eccentrically, they're willing to embrace who they are and to step out into public dressed that way. It's embracing that and being shamed for embracing who you are. That's not you, that's projections coming from other people. Say you like to, I don't know, start your morning drinking a Coke Zero. Okay, you wake up every morning and you drink a Coke Zero. You're not a coffee drinker, you're not a tea drinker. You like to pop it and just first thing in the morning. That's something that you love to do. You're not going to give that up. You've been doing it for 15 years. Okay. And every time you pop the top of the Coke Zero can, this is a funny example, I'm just making it up. Every time you pop the top of the Coke Zero can, um, someone would like grumble in the background, like, don't you want to have coffee in the morning? Most people have coffee in the morning. It's like, no, I want a Coke Zero in the morning because that's what I like. Okay. So what I'm getting at is that in the future, these relationships that you're going to be in, or say this is a love partnership, they're going to love hearing that Coke Zero just every single morning. They're going to love seeing the smile on your face as you know, take every sip of that Coke Zero. It's not going to bother them in any way, shape, or form that you're drinking Coke Zero. So these conversations or these backhanded compliments or this shaming or this projections, they're not going to happen. All right. And so it's like this is that petty kind of stuff that you may have experienced quite a bit in past relationships. That's not gonna be the case moving forward. We've got twin flames. For some of you, you could be coming into union with a twin flame here. This emperor has showed up twice in the reading so far. The fact that they're showing up at the bottom of the deck is, the bottom of the deck is typically overall energy. So a lot of this reading so far is about past relationships and you being nudged at a soul level to move forward because you knew that these relationships you were with or entertaining or committed to in the past were not for you. For some of you, this is because you're a twin flame, because you have a divine counterpart. Um, and with their overall energy showing up at the bottom of the deck, it's almost like this person spiritually was in the spirit guiding you or helping you or almost like reminding you, I'm here. I'm here. I'm looking for you too. Okay. It's like two souls looking for each other, saying, I know you're out there. I know that you're what I've been missing. Not in order to fill a void, but that's what makes sense to me at my soul level. At a soul level, it only makes sense to me to be with somebody who loves hearing the sound of my Coke Zero open up in the morning, not somebody who wants to grumble and complain because I drink Coke Zero in the morning. I don't want to change that. I don't want to drink coffee. It's not for me. Where's my person? Where's that life that I've been craving? These are two souls that were both feeling the same way. Okay, so your emperor could have been somebody who was in past relationships with people who were shaming them for, they like to wake up in the morning and the first thing they do is, I don't know, what's something random that somebody could do? They get up and they do like, I don't know, certain, maybe they get up and go for a run in the morning. Maybe that's what they do. They get up and they just, I'm going to put on my running shoes and I'm going for a run. Okay? And they're in a relationship or a marriage or family situation or whatever, co-inhabitant situation with somebody who hates the idea of getting up in the morning and running. Who gets up in the morning and runs? I'm not saying that like I'm not shaming anyone who does it. I'm saying that would be the thought process of the person who they were with in the past. Okay? You don't get up and run. That's not what you do first thing in the morning. Why do you do that? And this person loves to do that. They wake up and they're full of energy. They don't want to, get up and take their time in the morning. They want to hop out of bed and go for like a 4-mile run. That's their thing, and they were constantly shamed. And it's like, your soul may have been calling this person in and their soul's calling you in. You could give a shit less if this person wants to get up and run first thing in the morning. If anything, they wake up and you're either A, joining them for a run because you love to run in the morning too, or B, you're cheering their ass on as they get up in the morning and you're popping your Coke Zero like, have a lovely run. I can't wait to see you when you get back. That kind of thing here. These are two souls that have been calling each other in. Bluff, pretending, mask, exaggeration. Clinging, holding on, obsessing, spying. So you have people here from your past, both of you. Heart fog, mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. Both of you have people from your past who, like I said, blocked heart chakras. these are people who wear a mask. We had that one part earlier in the reading where it's like you could sign on Facebook and it's like, here we are. And it's like, holy shit, that's fake as fuck. That. But these people are so immersed in that lifestyle that they haven't taken off their own mask in order to embrace themselves. So, say the person you were with in the past hates the sound of your Coke Zero in the morning. They get up and they drink coffee. But this is somebody who, when they make their coffee, they like to do it from scratch. And you're the type of person that's throwing a K-cup in, and just like for you to get immersed into the process of making coffee and everything that goes into it, it's like, I don't need to do a science experiment first thing in the morning in order to get my coffee. To me, it makes more sense just to put a K-cup in, call it a day. But the person you were with in the past loves to the whole process of creating coffee from scratch. First thing in the morning, they'll take 45 minutes. I'm making all this shit up, okay? Like, this is all just made up. But they want to make coffee from scratch every morning. They'll take their sweet ass time making coffee in the morning. And maybe that shit drove you nuts because you're just like a fast moving type of individual. Okay. To you, you're like, isn't that kind of like a waste of time to be taking 45 minutes just to make your coffee in the morning? Like, couldn't you be doing something else with that time? But no, this person wants to do a science experiment every morning in order to make coffee. Okay. This could be because they're avoiding something else in life, or they don't want to do something else in life. Or this could simply be because they fucking love to making coffee in the morning a science experiment, and they need somebody else by their side who they love making it a science experiment. They're up here with this, those those science boards, right? The ones that fold out and they're like hypothesis. Um, I don't know, like the whole science. This person will do a whole damn display for this person, right? Their true soulmate or their counterpart would love to just display it all out for them Monday through Sunday. Here we are. We're here. I mean, they could start a whole YouTube channel over their science experiments and making coffee in the morning because they both just love the shit out of this and they love each other. Okay. These are people who they're selling themselves short. Remember at the beginning of the reading, I said it's like you were selling yourself short staying in these relationships because they're not for you. Same thing with these people, but these people want to hold on. They want to hold on to this mask here. They want to hold on to you. They want to say, oh, I need the collective back. Maybe I didn't appreciate the fact that they popped their Coke Zero in the morning, but now I kind of miss hearing that. I kind of miss them nagging me because I take 45 minutes to make my coffee in the morning. Maybe I could change that now instead of being so stubborn. It's almost like instead of just admitting that maybe you don't need to change. Maybe you can spend 45 minutes in the morning making coffee. Who am I to say that that's a waste of time? But these people almost like they want you back. They want you back in these cycles. They're hanging on to this image, this like remembrance of what things were like and the fact that maybe they took you for granted. Okay. But what they're not seeing here is the bigger picture as far as they could have this life too. But it has to start with acceptance. It has to start with accountability. Okay. There's a lot of shadow work that goes into it. There's a lot of being alone that goes with it. So I don't know. But anyways, let's keep going. We've got confession. Someone has something to tell you. Somebody wants to explain to you. I shouldn't even say explain to you. Actually, this person wants to make this very simple. They want to tell you they have feelings for you. There's not much more to it other than this person wants to communicate. They want to communicate that um, they have feelings for you. Got sexuality, manifest, earth sign. Someone's got their eye on you. You're doing your research. You could be an earth sign. Someone else could be an earth sign here. Somebody could be hiding their sexuality. Okay, so for some of you, this could be same sex. Maybe somebody is gay, and so are you. And they may want to tell you, like, I have feelings for you. I've had feelings for you for a while, and I just haven't expressed those to you. Maybe because I wasn't comfortable with my sexuality, or I wasn't comfortable coming out, something like that. Okay. That's very specific here. We've got patience, challenges. Okay, so if that is specific, and it doesn't have to necessarily be sexuality, okay? What this could be is, generally with twin flames, there is something, right? There's something. It could be same sex, it could be differences in religion, it could be a huge age gap, it could be I don't know. We've gone over these things 100 times. If it's not sexuality specifically for you and your person, it could be an age difference. This person could say, I've had feelings for you for a long time, but I've been afraid kind of the judgment of what other people would think because I'm so much older than you, or you're so much older than me. This could be you are a Christian and this person is Catholic. A simple difference, but different. But this family, like, they're very strict about Catholicism, and that's how this person should marry. And this person may say, "Hey, I've really had feelings for you for a long time, but I've been afraid to open up to my family because they expect me to marry somebody else who's Catholic, and I understand that you're not Catholic." So there could be something here about people from this person's life or from your life. Okay, this could be you, where so whatever the differences are between you and your person, there's challenges here, but this is not because of you two. This is because of these people in your life who aren't being their own selves. So say someone in your family, say your family's Catholic, and they're expecting you to marry someone who's Catholic. They married someone who's Catholic, but they're not really in love with that person. But they're going to fake it till they fucking make it, because that's how things are supposed to be. That's how they've always been. Okay? They're holding on to the idea that no, 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 I did it. I fake it till I make it. So you have to do that too. So there could be challenges here in that way. Or say, and this is very much based around people they're refusing to take off their own mask. Because if they took off their own mask, it might scare them. The truth that's underneath of it. The truth might be terrifying. They don't want to do it. They want to cling on to old ways. They want to cling on to old beliefs, and they want you and or your person to follow in their footsteps. Period. They don't want you breaking free. Someone else is in the middle trying to sabotage this. Okay. So there's something here where like this person wants a commitment with you. They want to be with you, but there's something standing in the way here as far as somebody or a group of people who are really clinging on to the idea of this person being someone that they're not, or vice versa. All right, let's keep going. We've got falling in love, sudden feelings that this is the one, divine timing, a serendipitous event, and self-love. Okay, we've got falling in love, divine timing, self-love, love yourself first. Bottom of the deck, memento, a gift from someone special. Express your love. It's important to let people know that you love them. You have nothing to lose. And we got twin flame at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, this is your twin flame. Okay. We've got take a leap of faith. Only when you're willing to step out of your comfort zone will you reap great rewards. Yes, this is all about breaking patterns, stepping into your power, this person stepping into their power, setting boundaries, telling people that, hey, I love you and I would love to continue to have a relationship with you, but this is who I am and I'm going to express who I am and I'm going to be who I am. Letting go. If someone leaves you confused more than comforted, you need to reassess their access to you. So both of you have been loving on yourselves, saying like, I'm not going to put up with being stuck in karmic cycles with people who want me to be someone that I'm not. Nothing has gone wrong. Trust the process. This connection is divinely timed. You are enough. The person you're meant to be with will love you the way that you are. You don't need to change. Okay? So if there's any fear around, for those of you who already know who your person is, if there's any fear around, like, I don't know, you maybe having to do something different or something like that, absolutely not. And you shouldn't, right? Because that's what this whole reading is about, is you having to not want to drink Coke Zero in the morning because it makes someone else uncomfortable. That's not the situation with your true soul counterpart. Okay? If anything, maybe responsibilities are standing in the way between the two of you right now. You may have a lot going on, they may have a lot going on. So don't overthink. Don't talk yourself out of your own destiny here. We've got love, adore, admire, enchantment. Waves, emotions coming, going. On the table, offer, proposal, commitment. Okay. For a lot of you, this is coming soon. Nightlife, gamble, take a risk, Vegas. We got courage, trauma. Okay. For a lot of, for not for a lot of you, for both of you, you guys had to overcome trauma from the past. And that took a lot of courage. And you both admire each other for this. This is very much sort of mirroring yesterday's card that had the two children embracing each other. This is almost like, young love, high school sweethearts is what it's giving. This is like two souls that have loved each other entirely through this lifetime, have been with each other in the spirit. We've got relieved, gratitude, shadow work. Okay, and then we got slow down. Okay, for some of you, if you were having to go through some shadow work as far as codependencies go, worrying that like, shit, I finally got someone here that is like, feels like the right person, trying to rush it, maybe. All right. So there could be something here about just slowing down. With slow down here at the bottom of the deck. Be grateful. Just remind yourself that what's meant for you is not going to pass you. If this is your person, they're not going to walk away from you just because there's a separation or a delay or whatever it is. I mean, it said this is divinely timed acceptance. Okay, and then we've got jealousy at the bottom of the deck. So there's some people here who are jealous of this, and they're sorrowful because they've lost manic. Some people could be losing their shit here. We got fed up. I feel like these people are fed up with their damn selves, to be honest with you. I don't think this has anything to do with you or the fact that your person, you and your person are coming together. Yeah, these are, it says gossip, lockbox, pop up, verge, cleansing. These are people who they're jealous that you guys did the work, that you took the risk to actually come into union with each other, because a lot of these people are trapped in their own very unhappy situations. Self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. The butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, heal your inner child and growth. Okay, this is what you two did. And this was necessary in order for union to happen. Passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. Wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. This is the real deal here, because you did the work. Got alchemy. Okay, this is all about balance between your divine feminine and divine masculine within yourself. We've got observe, forgive. Okay, it took a lot of time here. For some of you, you had to forgive people from your past and yourself. Okay, people who did you wrong, people who hated the fact that you drank Coke Zero in the morning, people who wanted you to change to be someone that you weren't, people who told you you were wrong for being who you are. All right, you had to forgive yourself for, I don't know, for settling for less than you deserve, for not appreciating yourself for who you are. Heart chakra. You and this person have open heart chakras. Okay, definitely manifesting finances right now. That's too much. Can't take all that. Dreams. You and this person share similar dreams. Protection. You two, not only are you each other's dream, like, person, but you share dreams. This person's in the masculine of all masculine ways, this person is a protector of you. And this person's wild about you. They really are. They're really excited too to chase your dreams together. We got sensuality here. And they also want to they want to make love to you. I'll make love to you like you want me to. Yes. Baby, all through the night. Oh man, they want it all. They're excited. We got rebirth. Okay. Both have been through this. We got hidden secrets. I'm getting spiritual gifts. Yeah. You both have spiritual gifts here. Light worker. This might not be something that you like outwardly, you're not like running out in the streets being like, I have spiritual gifts, I'm a light worker. You're just out here doing what you do. Same thing with this person. We got deja vu at the bottom of the deck. Nine of Pentacles. It's all about coming into your own, both of you. Stepping out, taking that risk to walk away, not knowing what was really in your future. Four of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Some of you could be holding back from family members specifically, okay? Because they be hating on you. Some of you have family members who hate on you. Secret judgment. These are people who are judging you secretly for your fast forward movement, okay? So you're going to have to hold back from these individuals. They'll, if they have not already illuminated themselves, they will illuminate themselves. You'll know. High Priestess, Six of Pentacles. You're going to use your intuition to, your third eye is wide open. You know now what equal give and take is. You know what you will and will not put up with. Okay, the Emperor, deja vu. There he is again at the bottom of the deck. Again at the bottom of the deck. This person has every single lifetime protected you. And you know, they've protected you too from these types of individuals. This person protects you. Like, so for instance, in past lives, this person knows that you're their empress and that people take advantage of you, or that people are in and out of your life, that they take you for granted, that they treat you some type of way, that they see you as an object. You know, some people may just see you as an object, like, oh, well, the collective's good looking, but that's all there is. That's all they have to offer. Okay. Whatever it is, whatever situation is, this person has protected you in every single lifetime. And what does a feminine energy want more than anything? A divine feminine, freedom to be themselves, and somebody who's willing to step up to the plate to freaking protect them. Okay? This emperor has been protecting you. Strength, they could be a Leo, not necessarily. Okay? This person knows when to invest, when not to invest. They know you. They know your soul in and out. They know what makes you happy. They know what makes you sad. Empath. They know everything. Time to shine. They're going to help you step into your power too. All right. We've got Page of Cups. Let yourself be continually surprised by this thing called life. We got Knight of Cups. Romanticize the present moment every chance you get. Okay. And we've got Six of Pentacles. Every blessing you give will eventually be returned to you. Right? So you're being called right now to enjoy the present moment, to trust, to have faith, to see the magic in every single day and every single moment, and to trust that you're going to get back what you've put out. The spirit of love. Don't search for true love, for it will find you if you just hold on to who you are. The world already loves your essence, so don't change it for anyone. Holy crap. What this entire reading has been about. You felt like you had to change for people in your past. You do not need to change who you are. The right person for you will love everything about you, not fabricated, not I'm really tolerating the fact that they drink Coke Zero in the morning, but I love that they drink Coke Zero in the morning. Not only do I love that, I love that they love that they do that. True love, true love. That's not fabricated. It's not fake. You cannot fake love. People do it all the damn time. All the time. They tolerate other people because, you know, you got to fight to make it work. No, you don't. The person who truly loves you and that you truly love will love everything about you. You don't have to change shit. Most people are married to the wrong person. That's what the problem is. 10-10, it's up to you. It's time to put these long cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. Eventually, you will experience joy as well as brand new opportunities. Trust in the process. You're being called to slow down and take in the moments, okay? If you pay close attention, you will notice all the doors that once closed are opening up, just in different form. Things may not appear exactly as you had envisioned. Whenever you talk to us, it never goes unheard. We hear every single word. This is your confirmation that we are assisting you, guiding you, and ensuring your wishes finally come to fruition. Be patient. Everything will come together for you. Okay. Get a message from Archangel Michael. Guarded and protected. Thank you for protecting my loved ones and me, ensuring that we are safe and that all of our needs are met. I now accept your help gratefully and gracefully, knowing that what's right for me and all others, that it's right for me and all others to accept heavenly assistance. So for some of you, you need to be meeting with your ancestors right now. All right, let's get a card we have not had yet. Earth School. We have not had this one yet. Life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. All right, Earth School. This is interesting to follow up after yesterday's closing message. I did do some research on the Hadarian star seeds. Very interesting group of star seeds. But it was basically explaining that where they come from, and that it's all about like unconditional love, and how they can attract very dark individuals because of the love that they give, like almost like a feeling that you could fix anybody because you come from a star family that is very unconditionally loving. However, that's not where everybody comes from. That's not where everyone's soul comes from. But I thought it was specifically saying that that group of star seeds has a very hard time on Earth because Earth is so dense and it's not an unconditionally loving place. So I find it very interesting to follow up that closing message with Earth School. Okay. Planet Earth is a great initiation for the soul, and life lessons are the curriculum for which we enroll. These aren't one-time lessons, but themes we choose to circle around, deepening our experience of them as we make our way through the spiral of life. Life lessons aren't only about getting it right, they're also about getting it wrong. Remembering that Earth is a planet of polarity helps with this understanding. Each year, the study deepens more and more. If you pull this card while you're going through a difficult time, you're being prompted to remember that your soul came here to grow and learn. Try not to look at difficult times as getting it wrong. Instead, see them as opportunities for soul growth. If you can find a way to grow and soften your heart through the highs and lows, your soul is most definitely growing, which is the whole point. Pulling this card can also mean that you're being called to embark on a new area of study or growth. This could be through structured learning, such as university, school, or a training course. If you're having difficulties in a relationship, you're being reminded that these are opportunities for soul growth. After all, relationships are known as the number one way that we grow as souls while we're here on Earth. Starseed Soul Inquiry. How are you being called to grow or learn? Okay. That is it. That is our closing message. That's all I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed the message. If you did, please press the like and subscribe button. Have a great Sunday, and I'll see you during the next reading. Take care.